I'm Dr. Lisa with the Pet Butler team, and welcome to the Pet Wellness Series. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some summer tips to keep your dog safe so you can enjoy the warm weather that we've been having. The first thing I want to talk about is making sure that your pet's vaccinations are current. As they spend more time outside, they're more likely to encounter other pets, wildlife. So things like updating a rabies vaccine is really important. Skunks and raccoons can both carry diseases like that. We also are concerned about a bacteria called leptospirosis in this area, Lyme disease, which is transmitted by ticks, and even distemper and parvovirus, which can be transmitted both by other dogs and then wildlife. So check with your veterinarian, make sure that you're up to date. While you're there, it's a great idea to go ahead and ask about flea and tick preventative as well as heartworm preventative. NexGard is one of the products that we use on a monthly basis for flea and tick prevention. And anytime the weather is above freezing, we see activity with our parasites. So you want to make sure you're giving a monthly preventative, if not a 3-month preventative. There are lots of options out there. So just talk with your vet about which is most appropriate for your dog. Insect control, we do worry about mosquitoes, again, which transmit the heartworm disease. Things like, biting flies, etc. It's a good idea to keep your yard in check. So trimming back any overgrown bushes and weeds, minimizing any contact between your dog and then if there's a wildlife, a perimeter there, if you've got some overgrowth, making sure there's a good separation between those two areas, eliminating any standing water so as not to breed more mosquitoes. We do worry about sunburn in our dogs, just like we do with humans, especially our lighter colored dogs or those with shorter hair. So you can ask your vet or you can go online. There's numerous products out there that are safe for pets that provide both UVA and UVB protection. They're fragrance-free and non-staining, so you do want to be sure to apply those before heading outside with your pet. Because we see more car travel, heading to dog parks, the potential for getting loose and wandering away is exceptionally high in the summer months. We want to make sure that our pets are microchipped. So you can talk to your veterinarian about it. Some pets are microchipped if they've come from a shelter situation, but it's a small little implant in between the shoulder blades. It's got a unique ID number, and your pet can be identified that way should they become lost or missing. It's a great way to reunite your dog with you. I like to have an ER kit available, both one in the car and then one at home. Because we are more active, we're traveling, we're encountering all kinds of fun things outside. Hopefully not things like cars, but scrapes and bumps and insect bites do happen. I like to have a muzzle in my kit. If my dog is in pain, they can certainly act unpredictably. A towel, some hydrocortisone cream, and Benadryl for preventing any allergic reactions, after a bee sting. Soap and water is great, just to antiseptically clean any open wounds, and then a loose bandage certainly can be applied afterwards, before you take your pet to the vet. Clippers are great. I like tweezers for removing ticks at their head, and Neosporin, a thermometer to monitor your pet's body temperature if you're concerned, and an ice pack for any swollen areas or for reducing body temperature quickly. Dogs do have a harder time acclimating to the heat, so it can take them 1 to 2 months, really, for their bodies to get used to the outside temperatures. Dogs that are brachycephalic, or little pushed-in nose breeds like the pug, has a harder time even getting used to those warm temperatures and regulating. They don't sweat like we do. They lose heat by panting and also minimal expression of moisture through their pads. So they're more likely to exhibit heat stroke or dehydration, which can be a change in the gum color, body temperature over 104. Ways to avoid that would be to be walking your pet at night or in the early morning, providing plenty of shade, frozen treats like Frosty Paws, which you can find in your grocery aisle, making sure there's lots of fresh water available at all times, and certainly having the air conditioning on and providing that as an option for your pet. Hot spots are really common. They're moist, kind of exudative wounds. They look red and raw, and they can just pop up overnight as skin lesions on your dog. They can be triggered by allergies or insect bites, any kind of skin irritation. So it's important to shampoo or at least rinse your dog off after they come in from outside, checking for any lesions or new bites and parasites. Swimming and boating are really popular activities with your dog in the summer. it's a great idea to have a life preserver on hand. You know, it's a falsehood that all dogs are able to swim, and certainly swim for an extended length of time. They take a while to adjust and get their athleticism built up too, just like humans do. So having a life preserver, if you're boating with your dog or you're taking your pet swimming, is a good idea. One last tip, don't shave your pet. It's a real common practice to get your dog a summer cut. Dogs have fur for a reason. They're multi-layered, and they both help protect the skin from the sun's rays, as well as providing some insulation from the heat. So do what you can to keep your pet groomed on a daily basis with just a brush and some trimmers, but avoid that summer cut. So I hope that this has been informative. You've learned some new things about keeping your dog safe during the summer so you can enjoy these hot temperatures we're having. Take care.